Hello everyone, this is Will, K-Mac Vintage. It is a beautiful Saturday day, afternoon here in Cayman. Nice blue skies, dry, nice temperature outside. It's 82 degrees. Um, 1:35 p.m. Anyway, um, I've been fiddling from yesterday with my retro, well, you can just hear it, my retro chip tester, and I have done quite a bit with it. And right now I have it hooked up with a barrel connector to my desktop power supply at I have it set at 9 volts and a maximum of 2 amps. It's pulling 8.81 volts. Right now it's pulling 0.174 amps. Has a safety net of actually 10 volts, 3 amps. So anyway, it's working wonderful. I did have some issues with it yesterday, and most all those issues were actually my fault. Nothing of the actual device. I went through it under the microscope and checked all my solder joints. A lot of them I had to fix. Well, quite a few I had to fix because, again, I did it not using the microscope. I did it using the headset in the fabrication stand, so then that way you could see a better idea. Plus, it's better with the amount. It's better for making a video, but anyway, not so good for actually soldering. Um, it's not that hot. It's pretty good. They're saying if you use a 12-volt power supply, which you can use, you got to put an actually heat sink on this MOSFET. Okay, well, on that voltage regulator. So, um, but yeah, so I fixed all the solder joints. Self-test started passing. If I go right now to a self-test, let's just do a reset, and we will go to a services. We'll go to the I should get all X's, no zeros. And I figured out how to read those X's and those things. You see, that's 1, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, and so on. So that's how those are read. Those are the different voltages that correspond with different sections on the board so that you know exactly where to find it. Brilliant setup. Stephan and his partners and the people that worked with him on this did an amazing job. Um, Great board to build. Um, not that difficult at all to build. Let me line this up, or else some people will go crazy with those lines not being straight. It's all right. I feel the same way sometimes. Very easy design, very nice to build. Not that difficult at all. It's just time consuming. So what I did after soldering, after fixing all those joints, it was still giving me trouble. So then this morning I ran it through the ultrasonic cleaner at 45 degrees Celsius, nice hot water. I let it soak in there first for like 5 minutes, and then I gave it 8 minutes each side, including this board. I did take off the screen. I did separate this, so only this and the main board went through the ultrasonic cleaner, not the screen. Afterwards, it soaked in IPA for about 5 minutes. Then with a soft, long bristle paintbrush that I have, I brushed it very good and clean both sides by hand. Um, Rinsed it off again with some IPA well. Then let it sit in the sun and bake for a couple hours. Brought it in, plugged it in first USB, and no more faults. No more, self-test was fine. Afterwards, Stephan and another person, Mr. Guru, on YouTube started leaving me some comments of different suggestions and things to try. And yeah, they say it's best to use it with a barrel connector with a 9 volt, 1 amp, 2 amp power supply between 1 and 2. Um, and with the DC board in, because then you get all the proper voltages and everything. So I even did some tests with my Sims. Uh, Even the sim tester, I have a 1 meg sim piece in there now, so I'll go put this in here. Um, so now it's gonna go test this sim for me. The sim tester takes time. It is a long process. It's not that. It's got a lot to test, and it is slower. Okay, so do not expect it to be done in just a couple seconds. That will not happen. Um, so the I've even gone through and tested some other chips that I have that I had originally flagged as bad, and now they are good. They actually tested good, so I just had them because I assumed they were bad, but afterwards I now see that they're not bad. Um, so it's already saved me some money because some of these chips are rare, they're hard to find, they are expensive, and to know that they're not bad and to be able to use them is a very good blessing. Um, some things I wish I did better. I did neater, but it's all right. I mean, it's a transistors and that and not. I mean, they're hard to get in there straight and perfect every time. Although I did get all the actually resistors. They're not all. They're all follow the same color. If they all follow the if they're all the same color band, they all follow the same flow. So they're all nice and neat in there. It's still doing the test here for the sim. I need to get a big mat on my table before I get too many dents and that in it. I need to get a big actually work mat. So I don't want to mess up my bench. Nice bench, expensive bench. Um, so anyway, there's so much more you can do with this. Now, I mean, I'm just scratching the surface, guys. Okay, I mean, to be able to test all these different vintage chips, and I mean, when you see what this machine can do, it's just amazing. Even the PALs, even the very custom ROMs, and there's even a lot that it can actually program for you. Um, I do have a lot of the programmer boards, but I need to get some parts for me to make them. Um, I put them here. Let's see what I can do with this. Okay, what I bought was the adapter set 4, number of PCBs 5. So there's 5 PCBs in here. Okay, the first one is for 2564 programmers. Well, 2564 chips. So I do need to get some things to put in here. I need to get some more resistors, transistors, resistor, Q1, Q3, VCC, um, resistor, two caps there, and I'm not sure what has to go down here. I need to find out what has to go down there. Then this one is for a 2564 also. Why did I get two of that? Hmm. This is for 2708. 2708 programmer for retro chip tester. Again, I need some parts. Most of them look like they're the same that is needed. I don't know why these two are identical, I think. This is for a 2716 and 2532. See, the sim tester still going on. They look almost the same, but these two are identical. Or is that a 2864? No, 2564. And this one is for a TM52716. So that's a bit bigger. Quite a few more things on it. Yeah, 2564, 2564. These two are identical. I guess these are special power supplies that the thing needs. Let me see if the batch number here was the same. Yeah. All right. But I need to look at the documentation and see. I will build these because I will use them. Um, I got some 2716s I need to program soon. So we see the sim tester still going on. So and that's still taking some time. I hit the camera again. Okay. So, but overall the retro chip tester's working fine. Working very good. So what I want to do is, as you all know, I've been working on the Apple III, and I'm worried about some of the memory chips being bad, and that might be stopping some of my problems. Some that might be causing some of my issues. Um, that is not coming up right. But the problem is I don't have these exact chip replacements, and what I'm using are a different chip, and I don't know if they will work. So that may be my problem also. So let's see. Testing sim, checking FF. Oh boy. Okay, I got some more to go. So in the meantime, I'll just keep on talking. But yeah, I mean, this was a nice build. I really wouldn't change anything on it. The only thing I still need to do, I did actually secure these with some nylon standoffs, and I also put some on the bottom here. And you can see that's just to raise it off the desk so it's not scraping or anything, and nothing can cause any short. Then I do need to still. This is the SD card because you can dump ROMs on this too. You can dump them with those programmers and so forth. You can read ROMs and you can dump the image to a SD card, and the SD card plugs in right here. But I don't want it sticking up vertical like actually this, so I'm gonna change this header to one that it will sit nice and flat right there. So, and supposedly there is a 3D case for this that you can print, but my on my printer I can't do it, and I need to use a filament printer, and I don't have one. So if anyone out there wants to print me a case, send it to me in actually Florida. I'll gladly pay the shipping. But there are some various different cases for it. So yeah, it would be nice to have a case for it. I think some people have just for the bottom, and they leave the top exposed, like this. Um, I, don't- I may go for one that is both. I mean, just a full case, and then I'll determine how I want to do it. So it's still going. So you can see that the sim test takes some time, but and right now I think it can only do 256 and 1 meg um, chips or sims. But this is a 1 meg with only 2 chips. Then I have some that are 1 meg with 8 chips here. I know this one is good because I already tested it. I do have some bad ones here, but they're, oh no, I put those in the other in the other bag. I did test a lot of my chips already today, so just to make sure this is working good. And with a 9 volt, yeah, you see that's staying pretty good. I did have a 12 volt connected to it earlier, but and this was getting very hot. But at least right now, I can keep my finger on it for a bit longer before it really starts getting hot. So, um, people that want this, don't be afraid of buying it. Um, it's a good buy. Um, the 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 DigiKey shopping carts are available. It does work pretty well. Two things you won't get from them from DigiKey is the screen and the SD card reader. The SE SIM slots too. I don't think you'll find those. 300 of them. Anyway, most of the other stuff I was able to find from DigiKey. It all came from DigiKey. Some things were not in stock, and I substituted. The manual, the actually build manual for this is amazingly well put together. The operational manual is also very well put together. Um, the actually build manual even tells you what other parts you can use if the key ones are not available, and the board is all labeled for the key parts. Okay, and then together with the envelopes with the baggies that come with the stuff in it, you can match it so easily. I mean, um, it went very smooth for me. I didn't really have to substitute many parts. The one that you need to be careful with is that there's one spot underneath this board that uses a 4.7 ohm resistor, and there's some other ones that are 4.7K. So it just there's only one 4.7 ohm, and the other ones I think like five or six 4.7K. So just be careful there which one you put where. Um, Diodes, yeah, just get yourself good actually quality diodes. Um, yeah, this is the last part of the sim test. So, but yeah, it does take some time, but it does a good job. I mean, it really does a thorough job. Still going, still going, still going. Come on, give me another dot. Don't tell me you locked up on me. There we go. Come on. Okay. As long as that's blinking, it's good. So right now I'm getting 12 volts, 5 volts, and negative 5 volts. Different LEDs. This one is power. This one is when it's active. Okay. And then here is when it's talking. So, but yeah, it's going, it's doing well. Let's see. This should be the last part of it. Sorry, I did this one. I mean, I know it takes some time, but I just wanted to show you that it does work. Um, it's and working well. On the bench power supply, it's pulling 8.81 volts, 2.2.30. Well, I see it going up to 0.24 amps. It went up to 247. So yeah, you need to make sure you have good power coming in. Maybe 2 amps is a bit too much of a setting. Maybe it can work with one. Come on, tester. Come on. Come on. I don't want to pause the recording because I want you to see it live, the whole process. So So now that I have this built, it will help me save on some chips that I don't want to lose. It'll help me save some money on them because then I don't have to replace them. I'll know what is good and bad. Um, yeah, there's all sorts of logic chips you can test also. I'm not sure about updating firmware. You can do it. I haven't even read about that. I know it can be done, and I know there's also an actually diagnostic firmware you can program, but I haven't even looked at that yet. Okay, so I don't want to comment on it. There's some jumpers here to basically bypass different things on the chips that are being tested, and it labels there and tells you which ones it's testing. And let me see what he told me here. Um, I don't know which email he told me that in. Um, but there's something that you can if it doesn't test the first time you can actually set the jumper over those pins and then test it again, and it will bypass certain things. So there we go. See, sim test passed. Okay, so we have that one good. Now, this chip that I have here is from the Apple 3 Plus board, and these chips are 4264 chips, but 4264 is not in here, but it's pin compatible to the 4164. So we go to the 4164. What am I in here? I'm in something I shouldn't be. Yeah, uncommon. Okay, so we go to the 4164, and that's in. We do the test. See, that one didn't come up. I have another one here. And see, so I had a bad chip in the board. You know, this chip is a bit faster to actually test, so it's working pretty well. And it does a thorough test. I mean, it's nice. Still going, still going. I think that's the last piece of it. Yep, passed. Okay, you see that one good? All right, okay, sorry, I just paused it for a minute. I had to do something, come back. Testing some of these 4264s from the Apple 3 Plus memory card. I have the card right here next to me, so I'm taking chips out, and then the bad ones I don't put back in, the good ones I do. See, it doesn't like this one either. These jumpers here, you see, if you put, really, it's just this first one because that's 4464s, yeah. So it's just here. So you put it over 8, 9, if you're using one of these, or you leave it off. See, that 4164 is not good. Wow, that's two now. Finding too many bad chips. Can't be this many. I'll come back to those bad ones, don't worry. I'll come back and test them again. Oh, away it goes. So these are the first 8 chips that I'm gonna test now. Now I've been watching this device. I've seen it on Adrian and some other people that have it, uh, and I've been wanting it for a while. I've been researching it and checked the pricing a while back, and I didn't think about getting it then. And because I was just starting off, right? I was just starting off with all of these repairs and things, and then more and more people started sending me boards and then my own equipment too. I was like, you know what? It's time. It's time for me to get one. So I got it. But you see, I don't know if the chips that I'm putting in this I can use. Because 3264s, I don't have. Oh, you know what? 4264s are the new ones that I put in. What's actually in here is 4864s. So I don't know if the 4264s will actually work. See, this is a 4864, 4864 HM. So the original chips in this are the 4864s. So that's what I'm testing, 4864s. So 3 good, 3 bad, 1 in the tester now, 1 more to test. That will complete this bank. I hope that's not 3 bad ones, boy. So let me keep on testing these, and I'll come back when I'm ready with some more things. Okay. All right. So I keep on testing them. Um, I finished testing this whole row here. I found 8 good and 8 bad. These are 4264s. I already have these out because these are the ones I guessed, and I've been testing them earlier, and they're bad also. But these are 4264s. I don't know if 4264s are going to work and are compatible with this. I'm hoping they are. I'm testing the last 8 now, and to see where we're at. That one good. So I'll put that down here. Don't want to find any more bad ones now because I don't think I have enough chips. I don't think I have enough for me to. Because for me to find 8 more bad already, it's not good. So that's already 16 on this board that I found bad. 16 out of 32. So I hope I don't find any more bad, but I'll get back to you in a bit. All right, I'll come back. I finished testing the chips with the retro chip tester, and now I know this is Apple III stuff, but I have the Apple III board here. I replaced all the chips that were bad on this, on the memory card. So I'm like, well, let's go do a little test. Let's see what we can find out. Maybe the memory issue fixed my problem. So, let me get my power here. Okay. Just gonna connect the speaker because that should tell me. Well, I have the video right here, so let's go ahead and connect that too. Oh, I don't know if this will come to life. No. Oh, I'm not even getting power there. Okay, what's happened here? I am plugged in. Okay, there. Oh, I got something a little different. I have something a little different. This is a good sign. We're getting there. Maybe I need Joe's help because I am getting some interesting video. Do I still have my, where is my hand cam? I thought I had that here. Did I get rid of my hand? No, it's here. Anyway, that's what I'm getting on my video. Oh, and I was not getting that before. And basically, this is the diagnostic screen. All that blinking is the RAM stuff in that corner. So Joe, we are getting somewhere on this video, on this repair. Maybe you know what I can do here now. What I've done so that you can see. Maybe some memory is not sitting in good. But all these now are 4264 chips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 of these are still the original, and that is also, that one is a 4264 maybe that's what's causing my problem, is that that chip is in this bank. Um, Maybe I'll go replace these other 7. I do have more. I can replace these other 7 and see what I get. This might solve my problem with this, because this is more more sign of life than I've had it with this machine in a long time. So anyway, let me keep on trying. Um, Let me switch cameras here. Okay, scope view. No, not scope view. I don't want scope view. I want depth view. Okay, so I'm not getting a beep. I just wonder if these new ones, I mean, they were a bit hard to put in. Maybe I didn't, maybe I got some bent legs or something. I'm gonna replace these other 7, and we'll go from there. But anyway, um, this is not an Apple III repair video right now. This is a retro chip tester. So I finished with that. I have it sitting over here. Um, so I'm happy with it. I'm gonna consider this a wrap on this. The only thing I still need to do is the SD card. I need to switch that header. Um, for the rest, this is a completed project for the main one. I do have the little boards to still build, but I need to get parts for that. So, um, retro chip tester, you're a wrap. Stephen from 8-Bit Museum in Germany, thank you for a wonderful device. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of work out of it, and it's going to help me with my hobby and have a great outcome for me. So I'm going to close this off on the retro chip tester. When I get the parts for me to build the other boards, I'll do videos on those. So anyway, thanks everyone, and we'll see you in the next video. I think I'm gonna go right into working on this Apple III for a little bit, since I am making a little bit of progress, and I'll start a new video for that. Okay, guys? Thank you, everyone. Have a good day. Bye bye.